Alright, this is what I wanted to show you this morning. I picked this up yesterday. I went to one of my spots. I was looking for something specific that I had seen in there a couple of weeks ago. It was actually a wireless transmitter for some wireless speakers that run off of 900 megahertz. They weren't Bluetooth, they were before Bluetooth. And I had seen the transmitter in there, and I was going to buy it, but I couldn't find it. But when I went in there, this was offered to me. They had gotten it in yesterday, actually I think Friday or Thursday. Yesterday was Friday, and had put it on the side for me. And in case anybody has any doubts about, me talking about getting stuff for free from a thrift store, I had a long conversation with one of the people that worked in there that runs the front desk, and he pretty much was adamant about the fact that they don't sell this kind of stuff in that particular thrift store. They're mostly clothing, purses, shoes, kitchenware, what we call coastal furnishings. I think I brought that up. It's like ocean pictures, sculptures with dead sea creatures, that kind of stuff, because this is a beach resort more than anything else. A lot of people have rental property here, and they wanted to furnish their houses with beachy stuff. Signs on the wall that say life is a beach and all that other nonsense, but they don't really sell a lot of electronics out of there. So they had set this aside for me, and I wasn't going to take it because it's a karaoke machine. I wasn't really, what am I going to do with a karaoke machine? But I started looking at it, and it's a Vocopro Duet, but it had some interesting features on it. But basically what this is this is a vertical boombox. You've got a CD, DVD player, equalizer, you've got an analog tuner, not a digital tuner, which I like. I don't like digital tuners. It's got the two cassette players, two cassette bays, playback, record, play, so you can record from one tape to another, which is good. Power button. And what I really like is the power button is actually colored, because a lot of these black plastic units, they just have a black plastic button on there, and you can't find it unless you know where it is, especially if it's dark. So that kind of helps out. And there's the piano keys, sort of, for the cassette wells. And this is for the karaoke part. You got a balance, digital echo, master volume, 2 microphones for duet. That's why it's called Duet. And it's got a couple of fairly decent speakers on the bottom that are permanently attached as part of the unit. I think these have got like 6-inch speakers in them. The grill's in nice shape, but I'm not sure what the heck this thing is. 12-step digital key controller. I don't know what that is. Top loading CD, dual cassette. Powerful. What does that say? Powerful stereo 2-way 4-speaker system. So there's 2 speakers. So there's actually 4 speakers in there, huh? Record your mix. Dual cassette, yeah. Top loading. CD plus G player. The interesting thing about this is I believe this takes DVDs, because there's an output in the back for video. And I'm going to show you one other thing here when I turn on the back. Here's what the side of it looks like. It's kind of like a gig box that you would carry around. It's pretty nicely made. Thick plastic. It looks like masonite, but it's thick plastic. It's got the gig handles on the sides. The back of it. And this is what I wanted to show you. Made in China, of course. Vocopro. I've never actually heard of this company, but it was made in December of 2001. And it barely looks like it's been used at all. But check this out. You can switch it between NTSC and PAL. So I'm thinking I can put a European or a foreign DVD in there and get it to play, which is really a cool feature because I'd actually have a couple of European DVDs that I unwittingly bought and can't use. One of which is Time Cop, which I'd like to watch, but I haven't had the ability to do it. See, you got a video output and audio outputs. So I'm thinking you can run a TV or a monitor to it and then play your DVD on there. So this is obviously plywood, and that's the thicker. That's not plastic, that's actually wood, so you get a good bass response out of that. It's pretty much sealed. Overall, this thing's made pretty decently. I don't normally, like I said, I wouldn't normally bring something like this home, but it's kind of interesting. It's very tall. I'd say it's probably a good 2 feet tall. Digital key controller. I do not. I'm going to have to look that up. I have no idea what that's for. When I figure it out, I'll let you know.
Hey, this is Chuck Lawson, the Tropical Man. Whether you're on the beach, on the boat, or just hanging out on the porch, be sure to listen to WOIS Oyster Radio.
I don't believe that this radio is stereo. I don't see a stereo indicator light anywhere. It does sound pretty good though. I mean, and it's actually fairly sensitive, so anyway, what I'll do is I'll stick a CD in there and show you that, and I'll run a tape. The tape does work. I haven't tried the CD yet. We'll go from there. All right, I'm back in the Vocopro. The first part of this video I filmed about a month and a half ago, and I kind of ran out of steam and put this away on the... I've actually been listening to it on the side porch. I had it covered in plastic, and it worked okay there, but decided I'd finish this video up. So I was cleaning out some files, and it's the Vocopro Duet. It's a karaoke machine. I was asking about the digital key controller thing. That actually, if you have a microphone hooked up to this, you can change the octaves of... I think you can change the music that you're playing from like the tape cassette player, so it more closely matches the person's that's singing their voice pitch. That's the closest I've been able to get to an explanation for what this actually is. I looked on, actually dug up sort of an instruction book that was for someone that was similar to this, and that's kind of what it was talking about. I'll never do anything with that, and I'll never actually use this to sing through. I do have a microphone that goes with this, but I'm just not a karaoke person. But basically, when you go from here to here, it's just the standard black plastic boombox thing that you would get with a handle on it and a couple of side speakers. They put speakers on the bottom. That I kind of like that because you can move it around. It's got speakers already. It does have an antenna connector on the back, which I like. And I don't know, there's not much else to say about this. It's not like the most exciting piece of audio equipment ever made. It doesn't have a tone control. I wish it had some bass and treble, but it does have a balance. Maybe you can use that for tone. I don't know. I'm not going to screw with it. It does. It is sensitive. I mean, it's picking up some pretty distant FM bands, FM, frequencies on it. So I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. I can go ahead and run something through the. There's the CD. There's actually a CD in here. That's not the right button. I'm trying to figure out how to use it. There, I think I figured it out. That's George Michael. I actually have quite the fondness for George Michael. Let's put it on the tape. You don't get anything on the tape, on display. Let's see if we can do a play on here. Okay, I should be more prepared making these videos. But I'm not. So shoot me. This is a Roger Hodgson tape, so I can't play it very long. I like Roger Hodgson too. Start at the beginning of the track. It's actually got some good bass to it. And I'll go back to the radio. Got any more questions about this? Well, I'm sorry, I'm not really in the headspace to do this. This thing doesn't overly excite me. I've proven that the CD player works. I've proven that the tape player works. I've proven that the radio works. You heard what it sounds like. I've covered all the controls. I don't know what else to tell you. If anybody has any questions about this, feel free to leave a comment. Anyway, who wants to spend a lot of time looking at this thing anyway? I'm not going to work on it. It doesn't need anything done to it. Okay, 2001 Vocopro Duet with some kind of digital key controller for something. It doesn't say anything about DVD on here. Maybe I was wrong about that. I wonder if there was a CD you could buy that had music and graphics, or the words on it that would play out the back. I don't know anything about karaoke machines, but that's the way it is. Okay, thanks for watching, and hit that subscribe button. Make sure your notifications turned on in case you want that. And I will keep putting up stuff, and eventually somebody will like what I'm putting up and make a comment, be nice to me. Doesn't matter. It's all good. All right, well, thanks a lot. Bye.